Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight's video, it's weird saying tonight, but this is when I have time to get stuff done. Tonight's video is all about getting some stuff done before Christmas. And I would like to take a moment and thank the video sponsor, Ana Luisa Jewelry. You know how much I love this company. I have worked with them several times, and they are kind enough to sponsor this video tonight. So I just want to start off quickly by letting you know what Ana Luisa is if you do not know about them. Ana Luisa is a jewelry company, and they are, I think they're awesome because they are so conscious of environmental practices and putting back what they take out and recycling and reusing and all things that are important to me. Ana Luisa recycles gold jewelry to make their new jewelry. They are a carbon neutral company, which means whatever they take out, they put back. They use recyclable packing materials. They use very tiny little packing boxes. And you know what I mean. If you've ever had like an item this big and it comes in a shipping box this big, Ana Luisa uses the smallest possible. They're just a great company when it comes to sustainability, and you know how important that is to me. But number one, they have amazing jewelry. It is so beautiful. It is such high quality, and best of all, it's affordable. I absolutely have loved every piece that I have ever received from them, and I can never pick a favorite because I love it all so much. So I want to share with you the jewelry that I received from Ana Luisa, and one very special one that is going to be a gift for my niece who is pregnant. So I'm going to start off by showing you something that I have never chosen from Ana Luisa before, and that is a bracelet. So this beautiful bracelet is called the Rio bracelet, and it is so dainty and so beautiful, and that's what I love about their jewelry. It is so classy looking. It is feminine and dainty and just beautiful. And I have never received one of their bracelets before. I've never ordered one, and I love it. And I love the fact that it's got a nice lobster claw clasp on there, so that's not going anywhere. And they also have different places where you can hook it depending on the size of your wrist and how tight you like your bracelet. I like my bracelet to be loose and kind of dangle down onto my hand, so I chose to put it on the largest setting. Their necklaces are also like that. This is the Rio necklace. I should have put it on before I showed you. It is stunning. It is silver, and it has the stone inside is a beautiful, beautiful pale blue color. And just like the bracelet, the necklace has 3 different places where you can put your clasp. So you can make it, I have it on the middle one right now because I have on a V-neck shirt, but you can also have it tighter to your neck and even longer down on your chest. I will take this off and give you a nice close-up view of it because it is so beautiful. But I think the piece that I am most excited about is the gift that I will be giving my niece. Like I said, she is pregnant and due in May. And how sweet is this necklace? It says, Mama. I wish I had it when my babies were little. Heck, I'm thinking about getting one for myself now because I don't care that my babies are 22 and 20. I'm still their mama. So I just thought that was the sweetest thing, and I know she's absolutely gonna love it because this is the first and they are so very excited. So I am so excited. I think this is like one of the Christmas gifts I am absolutely most excited about giving this year. So all that being said, Ana Luisa is running their best sale of the year. it is buy one piece of jewelry at regular price and get the second piece at 60% off. That is a fabulous deal for such beautiful, high quality jewelry from a company that cares. They care about sustainability, they care about the environment. So I highly recommend going and checking out their website. There will be a link right down below in the description box. Use that link, go to the website and do some shopping for the holidays. Their shipping is fast, it is awesome, and they do ship internationally. Let me see if I can give you a close-up of this necklace. I'm not good at this, guys. You know I don't do a whole lot of. Look how beautiful that is. You can see the pretty blue color. And it is just such nice quality. And what I was saying about the chain, you can put it on three different lengths. So thank you again, Ana Luisa Jewelry, for sponsoring this Get Ready for Christmas with Me video. And this was the first thing, some shopping. If you have any shopping to do for any ladies in your life, make sure you go check them out, because I'm all decked out in Ana Luisa jewelry. I've got the earrings on, the bracelet on, the necklace on. I wear their jewelry every single day, at least one piece, if not more. That is how well it is made. I use it every single day. And you know, I have babies here all day and they're pulling on necklaces and pulling on earrings. I have never had a problem. So I am very proud to partner with this company, and they stand behind their products and I just love them. So enough about that. Let's get into some Christmas prep. There was our first thing, some shopping. So go over, click on that link and go do some shopping. Next thing we need to do is some cookie making. I am making cookie trays. Myself and a bunch of other ladies in town are baking cookies, and trays are being put together to take to the police department, the fire department, and the senior citizen center here in town. So I've got some cookies to bake. And the ones I'm going to be showing you are Doug's absolute favorite cookies. I usually only make them at Christmas time and sometimes during the year for the occasional peace offering. But they are white chip orange cream cookies. So we are going to get into making those. That portion of the video will be a voiceover, just to let you know ahead of time. Then we need to get working on the pizzelles. I think I'm going to have Doug working on the pizzelles while I do a little bit of wrapping. And I just wanted to show you how I do a little bit of wrapping differently, not necessarily with your standard run-of-the-mill gift wrap, and how I make gift card wrapping a little bit more special. So if any of that sounds good to you, make sure you hang around. Now let's go get started on those cookies. Let's get started on the white chip orange cream cookies. They are fantastic. To get started on the cookies, we're going to put 2 sticks of softened butter, half a cup of brown sugar, and a half a cup of white sugar into the mixer and start mixing. You want to cream the sugars and the butter together until they are nice and smooth and fluffy. Once your butter and sugars are creamed together, we're going to add 1 egg, and then we are going to add the zest of an orange. My oranges were very small, so I used 2 because you definitely want that punch of orange flavor, and that is going to come from the zest. I'm using my Xylus Zester. I absolutely love this product. I use it for zesting citrus. I use it for shaving chocolate, shaving Parmesan. It is fantastic. I do have this and other kitchen tools linked down below in my Amazon store. Once we get both oranges zested, we need the juice from one of the oranges. I'm just going to cut the orange in half and squeeze the juice right into the bowl. This just gives it that little extra punch of orange flavor. Most of that does come from the zest, but this definitely helps. I'm going to put the mixer back on and mix this until well combined. The next thing we need to add is our flour, baking soda, and salt. It is 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to add it in slowly so it doesn't fly all over the place. And then turn the mixer up to about medium to get it well combined. Once the flour is completely incorporated into the butter and sugar mixture, then it will be time to add the chips. Okay, once that's done, we're just going to take our spatula and scrape down the bowl. Make sure everything is well combined. Make sure there are no lumps of flour on the bottom of the bowl, and get all that batter goodness off of the paddle. Now at this point, if you like, you can use the mixer to mix in the chocolate chips. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Why I didn't do this today, I don't know. I just decided to mix them in by hand. So you're going to add 2 cups or 12 ounces of white chocolate morsels into the batter. And you want to stir them well so they are dispersed equally throughout the batter. All that's left to do is scoop them out onto the cookie sheet. I use Pampered Chef baking stones for cookie sheets. I think they bake really well. They bake evenly. The bottom doesn't get burnt. I really, really like them. And I definitely use a small size cookie scoop to do my cookie balls. They come out perfect. They come out even, and I love the consistency. This recipe will make about 5 dozen cookies, give or take. So we're just going to put them all on the baking sheet, and we are going to put them into a preheated 350-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. You want the cookies to just start to get brown. When you remove them from the oven, let sit on the cookie sheet for 2 to 3 minutes and then remove them to a wire rack to cool. Okay, while the cookies are in the oven, we're going to talk a little bit about wrapping, and I'm going to get a few gifts wrapped. it's okay to buy wrapping paper and all that. It's Christmas, it's festive, it's fun. But it can cost a lot of money, especially if you buy decent wrapping paper. So for the last several years, I've been going to the Dollar Tree and buying a roll of their brown craft paper. For $1, you get a whole lot on the roll, and it's really nice and thick quality. And the fun thing about this is you can do whatever you want with it. You can use stickers, you can use stamps, you can use magic markers, you can let your kids draw a masterpiece on it for grandma. You can decorate it with so many different things, and it's very affordable. So I am gonna wrap this package right here. I already wrapped the box with the craft paper, and I am going to use some of this baker's twine right from the Dollar Tree. You get all this for $1. Or if you want it to be a little fancier, you could also use some really pretty Christmas ribbon, or you could use nothing, honestly. So we are just going to tie this around. And then to decorate this, now if it was closer to Christmas, I would go right out to my pine tree and cut some nice little pieces of fresh pine. But we're still a couple weeks away and I don't want it to die. So I am just gonna take some picks that I got at the Dollar Tree or at Walmart somewhere, and we're gonna use pieces of this. This is actually a pine tie from the Dollar Tree, I think this is. And I'm just gonna insert it here under the ribbon, give it a little twist, make it look pretty. I cut off a berry off of one of those picks, and we're gonna just slide that right in. And then we're just gonna tie a little bow. This looks so old-fashioned and just so rustic, and I just think it looks so festive and pretty. You can just play with that however you want. And it looks so pretty. And the best thing is, you don't even need a gift tag, because you can just take a magic marker and write right on there to Brooke from the Stetzers. Just make sure your pen has a little more ink in it than mine does. And there you have it. For literal pennies, you can make a package just look so cute and so old-fashioned. And like I said, you can take stamps, rubber stamps, you can take stickers, you can take markers, you can do anything you want. You can make it your own. Now, I'm not saying I don't use traditional gift wrap. I do use traditional gift wrap for the boys, because every year I do Adam's gifts, all of them in the same paper in some kind of Star Wars, and I do Andrew's in some sort of Batman paper. Usually every year the Dollar Tree has different Star Wars and different Batman, and I get it there. The quality is not good. I end up ripping paper and taping it together, but it's fun, they like it, and honestly, it's for my kids. It's not leaving my house, and it gets ripped off in 5 minutes anyway. So, but when they're leaving, I like it to look a little prettier. Now, I want to just show you what I do when I wrap gift cards. Gift cards are great. Kids love gift cards, but they can be a little bit boring. So I like to give them a little something extra. So before I get into that, I want to talk about boxes. This is not simple loose leaf tea that's in there. I save any box that I think is going to be good for Christmas presents, because you know me, guys. You know I like to reuse and recycle. I don't like waste. So I save boxes like this. This is the perfect size for a gift card. And honestly, the kids don't care what kind of box it comes in. So I have this tea subscription that I get every month. So I've got a ton of these boxes and they fit a gift card perfectly. So I just put the gift card in there with some pretty paper, and then I like to add something fun. I find out what all of the kids who I'm giving gift cards to, or heck, even the adults, I find out what their favorite candy is, and that's what we add to the box. So in the box, I'm just gonna add their favorite candy. I have plain Hershey Kisses here because this particular recipient loves Hershey Kisses. So I've got some plain ones, and then I found the cutest Hershey Kisses. Look how cute these are. It's the Grinch. They have those ones, and then the ones with the Grinch's heart, because it's 3 sizes too small, or it grew 3 sizes larger that night. I forget now. How quickly we forget. And I also have some candy cane ones. So I'm just gonna pop some kisses right in the box, and it just gives them a little something something. Like I said, I like to put their favorite candy in. I have one that likes Snickers, I have one that likes Kit Kats, and it's just a little something extra with the gift card, and it just makes it fun. So in our recycled box. And then they get a little confused. Of course, after this many years, I'm sure they know what's in there. And then we're just gonna wrap that up and keep going with the wrapping. But first, I need to check on those cookies, and I also need to check on Doug, who's in there making pizzelles for me. Here is our first 2 batches of cookies out of the oven. You wanna cook them until they're just starting to brown. You don't want them, these are a little tiny too dark for me, but just until they start to brown, because when you pull them out of the oven, you're going to let them sit for about 2 to 4 minutes on the cookie sheet before you transfer them to the wire rack. Okay, Doug is working on the pizzelles. I made the batter about a day and a half ago. I like it to sit and get nice and thick and let all the flavors meld together. Takes about how long?
20 seconds.
About 20 seconds. We will see what they look like. We've got some beautiful ones here and here. And then this was the trial pile, you know, because you kind of forget year after year how long it takes and how much batter to put on and all that good stuff. He's got a lot more batter in there. This is generally Andrew's job. Andrew learned from my mother, but unfortunately, Andrew will not be home until the 22nd of December. So these cookie trays need to go out this weekend. Beautiful, Doug. Thank you so much for being my helper and doing this while I get other stuff done. We are making fantastic progress with our after hours get ready for Christmas. I have one more thing to do before we can call it a night, and that is make an appetizer. We are going to a holiday party, and of course, I want to take a dish with me, and I want to take an appetizer that I actually made for Thanksgiving. It is called jalapeno cranberry salsa. I know, the word jalapeno came out of my mouth. Honestly, it was not even the tad bit spicy at Thanksgiving. I only used a half of a jalapeno because I don't like spice. And I did not use the seeds and I did not use the ribs. It just gave it a nice flavor. It was such a huge hit at Thanksgiving. And then when this holiday party came up, I thought, I think I'm going to take that because it is beautiful. The cranberries are such a beautiful, vibrant red color. There is some cilantro in there, so you have little flecks of green, and the salsa sits on a bed of whipped cream cheese. So it is just absolutely beautiful. But it needs to be made the day before the holiday gathering. So I am going to get started on that tonight so it can sit overnight in the fridge. All the flavors can meld and all the juice can kind of come out and then I can put it on top of the cream cheese with a slotted spoon tomorrow before we serve it. So let's get started on the jalapeno cranberry salsa. This recipe actually came from a YouTuber that I watch called Acre Homestead. Her name is Becky. This girl has more energy than anybody should be allowed to have. Let me tell you, she runs circles around everyone. She got the recipe from a YouTuber that she watches. So it's being passed down and passed down. Now, I am changing it a little bit to make it a little WWF friendly. Instead of using sugar, I'm going to be using monk fruit to sweeten the cranberries. I'm just trying to keep the points low, take a low point appetizer, something I know I can enjoy at the party pretty much guilt-free. So that is the only swap I am making from the recipe that Becky showed on her channel. So let's get started. Okay, for our jalapeno cranberry salsa, we're going to need a bunch of green onions, chopped. You can actually chop them bigger than this because they're going in the food processor, but I like them to be really pulverized. We need a bunch of cilantro, rough chopped. 3/4 of a cup of sweetener of your choice. Well, 3/4 to 1 cup. I'm using 3/4 cup of monk fruit. You can use whatever you want. The juice of 2 limes. 1 jalapeno or more, depending on your taste. Chopped. 12 ounces of cranberries, rinsed and in the food processor. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then to finish it, which you won't see me do by putting it on the bed of cream cheese, you'll need cream cheese. Now, the original recipe calls for 16 ounces. I'm only going to use 8 ounces, and I'm going to whip it up to make it a little bit fluffier. I'm just trying to keep the points down a little bit, and I think that'll be more than enough, because when I did it at Thanksgiving, I had 12 ounces, and it was still a lot of cream cheese. So that is what we need, and of course a food processor, and let's get started. Okay, we have our cranberries in our food processor, and then I'm just going to add in the jalapeno. Don't want to touch that. Then we're going to add in the green onion. The cilantro. And then we are going to pulse the cranberries. You want to pulse it. You don't want to just leave it on, because cranberries can get very, very watery very, very quickly, and we don't want that. We just want to fine chop. We don't want to pulverize them. You can stop and scrape down and check the progress. You can go a little bit more. I want to get those onions really chopped up. And the jalapenos as well. So we definitely have some more pulsing to do. This cannot be rushed. You just need to take your time, keep checking it. I'd say 1 or 2 more little pulses and we're going to be good to go. Okay. I think that looks very good. Now what we need to do is we need to put this mixture into a bowl. Don't want to leave any of it behind. And then we are going to add in our monk fruit. If you want to use real sugar, feel free. We're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we are going to add in the juice of 2 limes. And then we are going to stir it very, very well until all the monk fruit is incorporated and starts to break down. The acidity from the cranberries and the lime juice will break down the monk fruit and make it melt. Okay, then we are just going to cover this bowl and put it in the fridge overnight. Now tomorrow, when I serve it, like I said, you can use whipped cream cheese already. I just have a block of cream cheese, so I'm just going to toss it into my KitchenAid and whip it up. I'm going to spread that on a really pretty plate. And then I'm going to pour the cranberry mixture over it. I'm going to use a slotted spoon because I want a little bit of the juice. It's going to continue to make juice as it sits. I don't want all the juice, so I'm not just going to pour it. I'm going to use a slotted spoon, spread it out over the cream cheese, and serve it with wheat thin crackers. You can serve it with tortilla chips, potato chips. We like it with wheat thin crackers. So that is what I'm going to use to serve it. So you can already see the juice coming out of the cranberries. That is why you want, one of the reasons why you want to do this the night before, to really let it release its juices so it does not get soggy, and also just to let all the flavors meld and marry overnight. So there you have it. A beautiful, Christmassy looking, quick, easy, and let me tell you, so delicious appetizer. I was really not sure of this, and everybody at Thanksgiving was like, everybody loved it. So there you have that. We're gonna go finish up those cookies and finally call it a night. Well, my friends, we got it done. We got the pizzelles made, we got the white chip orange cream cookies made, got the cranberry salsa made, got a bunch of gifts wrapped. I'm feeling good. It was a fun night. We had Christmas music going. Doug and I were chatting. It was wonderful. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. This is a no stress holiday. No stress. What gets done gets done. I started early. It feels good. Don't stress, guys. Don't stress. Whatever you do for your friends and your family will be 150% appreciated by them. Christmas doesn't have to be Pinterest worthy to be wonderful. Just remember that. And I'd like to remind you again to check out that description box below and click on the link for Ana Luisa and take a look at what they have to offer. I'm sure you will find some fantastic presents for the ladies in your life. And like I said, biggest sale of the year. Buy one, get one at 60% off. So thank you again, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video. And thanks, guys, for taking a little bit of time out of your crazy busy holidays to spend a little bit of time with me and Doug. He made an appearance tonight. So thanks again. I hope this video gave you a little bit of Christmas inspiration. We all need that. I know I do sometimes. So thanks again for watching. I'd love you to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what's going on with your holiday preparations. Have a fantastic one, everyone, and I will see you in my next video.